This is just a question we have for you, right?
No min. This one is Quran. Muhammad received this Quran and he received this Quran.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you acknowledge that there's no min? Are you asking?
But you see, there is extra word. We just saw it between Hafs and what is the other extension you have? Al-Bazi. And look, brother, if you look at this is Hafs, right? And this is Wash,
yes.
Wash from Morocco.
Yes.
So can you read this word? It is different words.
Reading, you have the Hafs reading, you have the Qalun reading, you have Ad-Duri reading, you have Khalaf. In my hand, I have Hafs on the authority of Asim. I have Al-Bazi on the authority of Ibn Kathir. And these are different qira'ah, and apparently these are both the Quran 100%, but they have differences in them. For example, I'll give you one quick one. My most favorite one, I should say, is Surah Hud chapter 11 verse 81. In this reading, Lot is commanded by the angels to not take his wife with the family, but in this reading, Lot is commanded by the angels to take his wife with the family. Both can't be true. It's a contradiction. Muslims can't explain this.
Which one is right?
I don't know. I really don't know. One could be right, or both could be wrong. I really don't know. But this is a problem that Muslims have to deal with. There's other things as well. They say that every difference in these qira'ah is just dialects. That's not true. I can show variant readings where we see additional words and omission of words. For example, in Surah At-Tawbah, which is chapter 9 of the Quran, verse 100, this reading includes the word min, which is from. So it adds a word which is not found in this. That's not a dialectical difference, is it? So we'll be talking to Muslims today to see what their views are on these different readings of the Quran. I'm also interested to know about the 7 ahruf. It says that the Quran was revealed in Sabi ahruf, in 7 ways. Nobody even knows what the ahruf means. There's different opinions on it. But I want to know, does this contain everything that a Muslim needs to be saved? Or does this contain everything that a Muslim needs to be saved? Or do none of these contain the fullness of the Quran for a Muslim to be saved? There's all these questions I have in my mind. I want to have honest dialogue. I'm not coming in with my own preconceived ideas. I want to hear what Muslims have to say about their perfect preservation of the Quran. So if you see me...
Are you going to find now someone to talk about it?
I'm just going to stand here and chill. Yeah, I mean, people have been coming to me, so
yeah.
I'm just going to chill today. I'm in a chilled mood. The weather is nice. The breeze is hitting my face, you know. So God bless you guys anyway. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to Sunday Speakers Corner. I'm talking about your channel. My channel is, you can find me at Timothy or Speakers Corner, or you can type in Timothy the Titus in YouTube and scroll down, you'll see my channel somewhere, yeah? I hope you have a good day anyway.
From Quran.
But Abdurrahman, look, if you look at this again, there is another word, right? So shows the Hafs again, shows the Hafs. So here we have 26 different Qurans. You can buy them on the internet.
Not 26.
Yeah, really.
There is only 7.
No. Keep it
They are
open for long because it's wet, yeah?
So, can you read this? You are from Morocco. You can read. So, do you see the min there? So yes. So this is an extra word, yeah?
Min, yeah?
Min.
Okay.
It means from, for example, yeah. This is just a question we have for you, right?
No min. This one is Quran. Muhammad received this Quran and he received this Quran.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you acknowledge that there's no min? Are you off? Okay. Do you acknowledge that there is a different?
He received 7 Quran.
Okay. But do you acknowledge?
And there isn't. You can't find one Quran with another word. In this Quran, you understand?
But there is another word.
If you want, for example, you want to add one word in Quran. You are in Malaysia or I don't know where, Brazil.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Essaye de le faire.
Ok.
Essaye de le faire. Si tu essayes de le faire, tu ne peux pas.
Ok.
Si tu ajoutes un mot, je parle français maintenant, si tu ajoutes un mot, on va le découvrir.
If you add one word, it will be discovered, he says. But you see, there's extra word. We just saw it between Hafs and what is the other recension you have? Al-Bazi. And look, brother, if you look at this is Hafs, right? And this is Warsh,
Yeah.
Warsh from Morocco.
Yeah.
So can you read this word? It is different words, right?
Different, yes, Bariya. Yes,
Ah,
but it's good for Quran because he's big. It's become bigger.
So you're saying the Quran is becoming bigger and it's
Yeah,
evolving?
yes, it can be.
But how can we be sure, right? Because it doesn't make sense. These are different meanings. Here it says, let's say, it says very different things. Yeah, it says very different things.
Yes, different sense.
But how can it be one Quran if it says different things?
Me too. I have this problem. But
Yeah, I have this problem too.
Yes, but I understand that it's 7 Quran.
But brother, we just showed you.
Prophets. If you don't, you believe in God or not?
I believe in God, of course. And
You believe in God or not?
brother, let's continue. How can there be?
You believe in God or not?
You're changing
If you
the
believe
topic
in
now?
God, he must give us one Quran.
Yeah,
one
but-
Quran to
Okay.
use it in our life.
Okay. So, but what are you saying? There are different Quranic versions, right? Or recensions, right? There are like 30 qira'ah. Yeah? Are you familiar with that? Do you know where Hafs comes from?
Yes, there is difference between Hafs and
So, but you're saying there are only 7, yeah? There's a hadith about that. But if you count them, there are 30 qira'ah. How can you make sense of this if there's only one Quran? Ask yourself that.
I don't remember 6,000 like words. What you speak about words? Words in the
There are many differences, but the question is, how can you trust the Quran, right? If it turns out to be evolving, how do you know that this is true?
can you use my phone to translate for me?
Okay, use your phone to translate.
Thank you, by the way.
By the way, I appreciate that you talk to us.
Extended cameraman here.
I appreciate that you talk to us, and I know it's probably not easy in a second language. English is also not my first language, but this is just an honest question, right? Because we as Christians, for example, we believe that Jesus is the eternal Word of God.
Repeat, please. Repeat question.
Okay. Are you saying there's only one Quran, or are you saying there are different Quran? If there's only one Quran, how can you explain why do you say it is evolving?
تعتقد أن هناك قرآن واحد أم أن هناك عدة مصاحف؟ إذا كان هناك قرآن واحد فقط فكيف تفسر ذلك؟ ولماذا تقول أنه يتطور؟
Yeah, we have to wrap it up too because it's raining. Yeah.
And we've got this guy praying right in front of us.
Well,
لما نزل القرآن نزل على 7 أحرف
Please repeat.
في قلب الرسول نقش في قلب الرسول على 7 أحرف وكلها من الله كل هذه الأحرف من الله.
Yeah, so basically his point is that all the 7 ahruf are, but you repeat yourself. We are asking you why are the different qira'at.
It was revealed in 7 letters, and it was engraved in the heart of the messenger.
Yeah.
It was engraved in the heart of the messenger in 7 letters.
So when the Quran was revealed in 7 letters. Ahrufi means.
Wait, I change.
I understand, Uncle, I understand what you're saying.
Yes, you can.
How can it be one Quran that you're saying if it is 7, and why are there more than the 7, right? And how?
We might have to wrap it up because it's just a language barrier.
I don't think it's just a language barrier. I think he is realizing that he is saying the same thing and has no answers.
Maybe.
But also he's an old man. So I respect you for the conversation, but would you please answer the question, like what is Quran? If you have a blank mushaf, what would you write?
أنا أحترمك على هذه المحادثة، ولكن هل يمكنك من فضلك الإجابة عن سؤال واحد مثل هذا؟ إذا كان لديك قرار فماذا ستفعل؟ إذا كان لديك قرار all Quran is good for me.
All Quran is good for you?
All Quran, yes.
Okay, but if you had a blank mushaf, a blank book, yeah, can I write it there? If you had a blank mushaf, a blank book, what would you write? Which Quran version, which Qur'an would you write inside?
لو كان لديك دفتر فارغ فماذا تكتب بداخله أي نسخة من القرآن؟ All المصحف is good for me. No difference. No difference. No difference. I respect all. But if you take another mushaf, not this seven mushaf, I don't accept.
Okay, you accept only 7. Which are the 7?
Each one is good for me.
So,
God,
but this-
God accept for you each one. Each one
But,
you use.
but brother, uncle,
Because there isn't contradiction.
yeah,
No
but
contradiction.
we just show, look, there are many contradictions. You say it's 7, but here we've got more. Then you say there are no contradictions and no added words, but we just showed you from Surah At-Tawbah, Surah 9, verse 100, that there are even words added, right? So it's 100. Then before you said it's just the difference between the different Arabic dialects like Jim and J, yeah, Gim and J. But that's not the case. We saw that there are different words. So how would you respond to that, right? You say 7. Which 7 is it? Which 7? I want you to think about this, right?
Yes. Each one you choose is good for you.
Each one.
Listen to me. For example, in one في أحد المصاحف انظر إلى العظام كيف ننشرها ثم نكسوها لحما.
If one of the Qurans look at the bones, how we spread them out and then cover them with flesh. So you mean the razm?
ثم نكسوها لحما. Cover with child.
Yeah, but bro, you cannot just interpret.
Here's the difference. This one. ننشرها. Another. Like ننشرها. It's just one dot. One dot. It becomes ننشزها.
So you.
ننشزها.
So,
ننشزها is different, but it's good for Quran because each one explain it for you sometime.
but okay, so your point is now that they add up the meaning, yeah, they add up the meaning. But I've just showed you it makes a really different meaning if you go to Surah 98 verse 7, verse 6. It's a different. Whether it is like what's the difference? Whether it's the innocent that are going to hell or the creature. So it's very different. This is in Jibbitim.
It's different.
Okay, so in Hafs it says
in Hafs it says that it is like just the creatures, yeah, and here it says that they are innocent. It makes a difference whether Christians go to hell or not.
Yes, I understand that.
written differently. Yeah.
Okay,
ليس هناك اختلاف في العقائد، هناك اختلاف في معارف إضافية فقط. There is no difference in beliefs.
you're saying there are no different. No,
One mushaf God, there is God and peace and
No, but you know there are
another Quran there is one God. No, there's a big difference.
There are
no difference. Just
No. Because you believe that there's only one Quran in heaven, that it is eternal. If it is eternal, how and sent down, how can it be so different? And it does make difference for the beliefs. For example, it does make a difference who goes to hell, right? That's important. And for example, it does make differences, for example, who forgot what and so on. Okay, so
don't afraid you'll go into the paradise. Me and you
Yes.
and all.
you know,
Inshallah.
can I tell you something? Who goes to paradise?
Don't
right?
afraid, go.
Uncle,
paradise, no problem.
Uncle.
7 Quran, 8 Quran.
Uncle. So it's getting cool. Do you know who goes to paradise? Are you familiar with the concept of fidya, the ransom? Right? Did not God say to Sayyidina Ibrahim that he has to slaughter his son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sayyidina Ibrahim.
So what happened? Did he slaughter his son, or did somebody else come?
God.
God.
Well, listen. God does what he wants in
What
the world.
yes, exactly. And what? Yeah, Abdurrahman.
I am not obliged to God. I am not tell to God do that or not.
Exactly,
God,
exactly.
He is,
So, Abdurrahman.
look. God has created you beautiful.
Thank you. But you know what?
What is better
Abdurrahman,
than that?
So we're talking about paradise, right? You know what God did? He gave a ransom for the son of Ibrahim, and this ransom, the kapsha, it died instead of the son of Sayyidina Ibrahim. Correct? Right? And whose idea was that? That was God's idea. What did Sayyidina Ibrahim do? Did he accept this ransom? Did he accept the fidya? Yes.
God wants to know if Ibrahim respects God or not. You must respect what I tell you. I ask you to excuse me because my English is I can't speak with you for a long time. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
So, but the point is, there was a ransom. Yeah. So, and Abraham accepted the ransom, right?
Yeah.
So, if God wanted, He can give another ransom, and He did. He gave a ransom fidya for you and me.
Yeah.
So, study that, because you will learn about that ransom if you look into the Bible, into the Injil. Yeah, you will find somebody who says he's the big ransom. Yeah. So, I invite you to study the Bible, the Injil, and look for the ransom and what Sayyidina Yeshua al-Masih, what he says about himself. He says, I came to lay down my life as a ransom for many. So the point, the idea of the ransom fidya is God's idea. So we must not reject it. The same as Sayyidina Ibrahim accepted the ransom, I invite you to accept the ransom. God bless you very much, because this ransom is the way to heaven, right? So it was a pleasure. Thank you for the conversation.
Be open-minded,
Thank
uncle.
you.
Be open-minded.
You can do it, uncle. Do your research, uncle.
You have Shamsi YouTube.
We have the YouTube.
Yeah, Soccer Film, Sunday Speakers Corner.
And my channel is called Grace Networks. Grace Networks.
Corner Revival.
You have Shamsi YouTube.
Yeah, Soccer.
I can give you a channel. I
think you might want to see
The channel with the young
the video. Do you want to do a wrap up as well to let everyone know
Excuse me
what
because my English is not strong.
You can do the rapper. I'm gonna recommend Brother Rashid to him. You can do a
I
rap.
think you did most of the talking, so it'd be better to come from you, just to give the audience a. We'll give it to you after, Uncle. We'll give it to you after the
Okay.
channel.
Okay, wrap up, praise.
Okay, so we were talking about a difference in a verse where they added actually a preposition min. Yeah, Timothy found it out, and then this uncle Abdurrahman, he came and saw. So we asked him several questions. Yeah, why there are differences. First, he said that there are like differences in the pronunciation. Like in Egyptian English, they say jim, and in gim, and in the other ones they say jim, right? Yeah. So then he said, well, there are 7 ahruf. I said, yeah, that's from the hadith. And so we had several questions, and he could basically answer none of them. He needs to do his research. He couldn't answer which are the correct 7 ahruf. He was also confronted with the fact that there are more than that there are different versions of the Quran, as you can see. There are different versions, yeah. So and he couldn't make up his mind. He could not make up his mind whether there's one Quran which is evolving or several Qurans. Because when I asked him the question, if there's a blank mushaf, what would you write inside, right? The same as Yasser Qadi did. He had no answer, right? So that's it. So and in the end, we encouraged him because he said, I go to paradise if I believe in God, and I do believe in God. So I encouraged him to look for the ransom, So a respectful conversation. Thank you.
A very nice conversation.
Thank you, Mr.
God bless you. Whose phone is this?
This is his phone.
Okay, I got confused for a second.
Can you hold this?
Yeah, I'll hold this.
And that's the wrap.
They have a channel. It's called. Let me give you 2 channels. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, everybody subscribe to these channels as well. We've got Soko Films, we've got Sunday Speakers Corner right here, we've got Speakers Corner Revival, We've got Revelation 22:13.
We've got Grace
Subscribe,
Networks.
Support the channel. Grace Network as well, yeah. Shout out to Joel on camera, by the way.
Like a notification. Family, we're leaving now because it's raining.
So, Frère Rachid, so since you're from Morocco, yeah, so he talks a lot about, for example, Brother Rashid has one series, it's called Apologia, right? So it's all the answers, yeah, it's all the answers that you, or questions that you might have. Yeah, he's Moroccan.
Yes.
He's Moroccan. He's Moroccan.
Yes.
So look Apologia, and then you can look at all these things. It was my pleasure. Thank you.